Okay, this is Jordan Jones, Isaac Santeles, and Cale Heiss telling a fairy tale that was written between us. It's called The Flying Blade. The blade was tremoring, as if it was hungry for more blood. The West King stared at the sobbing child, with his father dead at his feet. He took no pity. The blade once again tasted the blood of an innocent Ming Dynasty protester. Freedom! 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 The Ming Dynasty government protesters mobbed around the West King's carriage. The guards were pushing people left and right. Then, suddenly, Kun Shu's mother clasped her hands around his face and brought him away from the window. "I want to be protesting with Uncle." "No, you could be killed," said his mother. As he was sitting, he saw the rice bowl shake. Suddenly, everything was shaking. Then he saw the horses. They came from all directions. They looked sinister in their gleaming helmets, swords drawn. As the crowd screamed, his mother told him to get his things. Within 2 minutes, she was rushing Kun Shu out the door. "Go, run to the forest. Keep heading east," she was saying. As he turned to say goodbye, he saw it. The long, thin arrow sticking right through his mother's neck. Running, running, running. All he forced himself to think about was running. As he stopped, he saw a cabin with an old man stepping out of it. The old man greeted him. "Who am I to be?" he asked the boy. "I'm from Shanghai. The West, they massacred the protesters. My parents, they're dead." "I see," said the old man. As they were going into the cabin, the old man told Kun Shu about his past. "My name is Tu. When I was going to the supermarket, the West King killed my parents. For 36 years, I trained myself to kill and take revenge, but I never could find the king." Kun Shu asked, "Can you train me? I have no place to stay, and I could avenge your parents. Both of our parents, actually." Tu nods in agreement. 3 years later. Kun Shu was jostled awake by Tu. "Remember," said Tu, "you wanted to find the West King today." Kun Shu got his things and was going out the door when Tu stopped him. "I give you my father's sword. Thank you for avenging me," he said. He was traveling through the woods for days when he came to what looked like a small castle. The sign read, "Parker's Sauna." When he went in, he was horrified. It was a vast sea of old, naked, fat people. All he could think or do was run. Suddenly, a huge, glutinous mass blocked his way. "I challenge you to a duel," the large man said. A giant sausage hand swung towards his face. Kun Shu ducked and drew his sword. He slayed the man easily. All of a sudden, a flurry of giant bellies and sausage hands came at him. Kun Shu was a whirring blade machine, just a deadly blur. When he walked out, all he had was a bloody nose. He left guts and blood all over Parker's side. As he was traveling through the woods, he saw an odd sight. It was a man riding a scorpion, and not a Chinese scorpion. It came from Africa, he thought. As he kept walking, the man stopped. "Are you Kun Shu?" he asked. "Yes," said Kun Shu. Suddenly, the man pulled out a spear and the scorpion hissed. "I came to kill Kun Shu," he said. Kun Shu jumped up and chopped off the man's head, but not before the scorpion could stab his shoulder. Kun Shu was stumbling in the woods again. The West King's castle was in view now. The West King was in his courtyard, sick with poison. He half ran, half fell up to the king. Kun Shu's blade sank into the king's liver, twisted, and they both fell. As Kun Shu was dying from the poison, he whispered, "Mother, I have avenged you." Epilogue. With the West King dead, the Ming Dynasty was not oppressed. The old man died in peace, knowing he was avenged. Today, Kun Shu's story inspires many people in China.
The end.